Guess who's back in the motherfucking house, blowing fat clouds from my motherfucking mouth. What's up, everybody? Jason. So, yesterday I did a little video on some vape mail I got yesterday. I got the Vaporesso Taro Baby 85 watt mod. It comes with the Vaporesso NRG SE tank. It also comes with 2 coils. One I'm probably never going to use, and then it comes with a .18 mesh coil. Now, I've been using this since yesterday. A little bit, maybe, I'd say about 26 hours, you know, if you want to have time down. But when I first used it, you know, I showed myself, you know, in the video yesterday, you saw me breaking in the coil. Now, I had a little bit of a, you know, that funky flavor, you know, all new coils have. But once, you know, I got it broke in, and the more I used it, the flavor is just amazing. I mean, it is fucking amazing. I wouldn't say it's up there with the Falcon. It's on the same field, just not the same game. So, it is. It's an amazing tank, and it all in all, it's just an amazing mod. It's really good. I paid $18.35 for this. I would pay that all day long. I would, you know, hell, I'm half tempted to, they have a red one and a blue one still. I'm half tempted to buy them. Just one of each. So, yeah, like I said, it's got great flavor. Hits like a champ, nice clouds. And on a lot of coils, I noticed, like if I have it at like 75, 70, 80, somewhere in that range, if I take a long, big pull, it'll get that burnt flavor. This,
whether you're just starting your day. Alexa, add toothpaste to my
nothing but great flavor. So this is a good ass coil. When I first got this yesterday, I was like, oh cool, you know, I can use the Geek Vape coils on this. I've never used the Vaporesso coil before, and so far, so good. I'm liking them. I'm thinking, you know, I was thinking maybe, you know, when I bought another coil, because I go to the Unique smoke shop over in Bethalto, Illinois, to buy my coils. And if anybody watches this that's from around here, go there. It's over in Bethalto. You know, if you're going, if you're in Wood River, you pass Walmart, go all the way down to Walgreens, take a left, follow it. It's on the left-hand side, right next to Circle K and Polly's restaurant. So, yeah, go there and get them. We always go to Polly's restaurant because they got good-ass food at great prices. So, we go there too. But anyways, let's get back to this. So, yeah, top-notch flavor. It's nice, small, you know, easy to carry with you, you know, I mean, you know, can't even really notice I have a vape in my hand, you know. I like my, you know, squonks and everything, but they're bulky, they're big, you know. But yeah, it's real tiny, it's easy to conceal, you know, just carry it with you, you know, it's not going to take up too much space. And another cool thing about it is the screen is really awesome. Like when I first got it, it has like a hexagon shape. That, you know, the more you push the wattage up, it goes around and around and around. And then in the middle, it said the watts. Well, I was going through the menu and I seen a skull, so I clicked on it. And instead of it having the wattage in the middle, it puts the wattage down at the bottom, and it puts a skull in the middle of that little hexagon. So I thought that was cool. Kind of like Halloween themed. I like it. I think it's cool. So, like I said, the only thing that makes me mad about it is on the picture on Vape, it had a picture of Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, and I thought that was awesome. That's why I picked this one, because I wanted a mod with Scorpion on. I mean, I see people all the time with these really cool mods with like Deadpool and Nightmare Before Christmas, all that shit. And I was like, well, you know, I can't afford to have some fucking special made mod, so I'll get a cool one with Scorpion on it. And instead, it's got this little fucking tiki fucking Hawaiian dude on there. But so what? I'll deal with it. So, anyways, so yeah, that's what I got to say about this. I give it, I'd say an 8 out of a 10. So, I mean, it's great. I love it, you know. And like I was saying yesterday, too, you know, okay, you're probably thinking, okay, here's this goofy, long-haired fucking dude doing a fucking review on a fucking mod that's a year or two old. Well, you know what? Fuck it. All this stuff, it's made, it's out there. Why let it go to waste? You know, and fucking, you know, you've probably seen a review on this a year or so ago when it first came out. Well, guess what? You're watching another one. You know, all these things need homes. You know, you love vaping and everything. Why just let it just sit there and collect dust and not be used? You know, I mean, I think, you know, that shit, you know, if you got the money, fucking buy these things. And if you're not going to use them, then fucking give them to people that don't have the money. You know, but, you know, some of this older shit's actually better. Because now all this new shit that's coming out, it's mass produced. And, you know, there's glitches and flaws and shit in it, you know. You have, you know, something popular come out and they're just mass producing it, so it's going to have issues. You're going to have issues, it's going to break. So some of this older shit that wasn't really big time mass produced is, you know, where it's at, because it was made great. You know, like this old fucking smock I use. It's a TFV8 stick, and, you know, I mean, you could tell that just by looking at it, you know, that it was made good. It's fucking sturdy. I mean, this thing's old, and it still works great. So as I was saying, you know, just don't give up on the old stuff just because it's not cutting edge and fucking, you know, beautiful. Get it, you know. I mean, it was made well. So, alright, well, I'm going to break away and I'm just going to talk for a little bit, you know, puff on some vapes and just chit-chat. So, today, I mean, I used to use dating sites, you know, and I'm dumb. I don't really know how to do all that stuff, you know. Me and my wife, before we split up, had an issue with, you know, I just always delete my apps instead of deactivating my account or deleting my whole account. I'll just delete the app and fucking I'll still be on the dating sites not realizing it. I'm not computer savvy. I don't know about all that shit. So, anyways, you know, I've been kind of seeing somebody for a little while now, and I forgot to deactivate my account. You know, she ain't mad. She ain't hating on me. She ain't said nothing about it. I do need to do it though, out of respect. But anyways, so today I'm sitting here and I get an email saying that you got a message. So I open up my account and I look at it, and it's this woman. Well, in my account, I had put on my profile about me part, I put that, you know, just about me, but I put on the bottom that I'm a fucking, I love vaping. I love everything vape. I love reading about it, learning about it, all that shit. You know, just I'm a vape lover. So, she sent me a message, and all it said on there was, do you know that vaping kills more people than smoking and suicide combined? So, I got a good giggle out of that, and I ended up messaging her back. I was like, hey, here's my phone number. I'm like, go ahead and text me. I'm like, go get back on the internet or wherever you got this info and all your, you know, shit from, and, you know, your proof. I'm like, go on the internet and get all your fucking data, all your proof, all your info, and send it to me. I'd love to see this. And I haven't heard back from her. So, I don't understand where people are getting this and where people, you know, would even think these things. I mean, you know, like most vape juices are like only a few ingredients, and you know, like I've heard people say, oh, you're vaping antifreeze. You're vaping antifreeze. It's gonna kill you. And I was like, what do you mean I'm vaping antifreeze? And okay, so vape juice does contain one of the same ingredients that antifreeze does. It's called propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is in everything, almost. Anything that you've got that is a flavored like a food or drink or anything like that, it's gonna have propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is a flavor carrier. They put it in there and it holds the flavor in, and that's what it is. It's a flavor carrier. That's all it is, And it's in antifreeze, but it's also in ice cream, I don't see fucking the world. Oh, you're eating ice cream. You're eating fucking antifreeze. No, it's just an ingredient. So, did you know that the little pouches or little coffee creamers you get at truck stops and stuff, those little white ones that are one ingredient away of being plastic? People didn't know that. So the ingredient that makes plastic hard is the only ingredient missing from that to make it plastic. So you're drinking plastic. Learn something new every day. Anyways, so I also told her, I was like, I quit smoking and started vaping, and I've gotten healthier. Healthier. Not sick. Healthy. Explain that to me. How do something that's so bad make me healthier? To me, I almost see these as, my vapes as medical devices. This is what I need to not smoke. This is my medicine that I take so I don't smoke cigarettes. So, people are ignorant these days. They hear something and they just, bam, believe it. You gotta do your research, people. Don't just, because you hear something, assume that it's true. Last night, 2 dragons flew out of my ass. Next thing you know, fucking people are going to be talking about, oh man, did you hear there were some dragons in Illinois? Just research. Read. I know your phones and internet is important to you, but you can also look on those. It's called Google, and you can read. Try it. It's not all about memes and funny videos. So, my story is I was 13 years old, I started smoking. And back then, cigarettes weren't expensive. I smoked Basics, or Marlboros. A pack of Basics was like $1.16, and a pack of Marlboros was like $1.75. And so, yeah, that's what I smoked. And I pretty much smoked, that up until I was, I'd say 22, 23. I smoked anywhere from a pack to 2 packs a day. Probably when I turned 17, 18, it was more than a pack a day because I started drinking. So when I started drinking, I smoked a lot more. But, so when I was 23, I think I went to prison. When I went to prison, I didn't smoke pack cigarettes anymore. I did the rolls, where you roll them up like a joint. That's what I smoked for about a year while I was in prison. And then I got out and went back to the packs for, I don't know, maybe a year. And then I got with my daughter's mom, and, cigarettes that's when they started hitting higher prices. I mean, they were going up like crazy. So, with both of us smoking, and as much as we smoked, we were going through maybe 4 packs a day sometimes. That was 15 to 20 bucks a day on cigarettes. That's ridiculous. So we talked about it, and we decided to start rolling cigarettes. So we started buying the bags of tobacco and the tubes, and we had the machine, like that. And so, I did that for about 10 years. And once you start smoking the roll your owns, I mean, it's hard to go back to regular cigarettes because they taste like lights. Because the roll your owns are just so fucking strong. I mean, you could smoke those and then try smoking a Camel Wide, and it's like smoking a fucking Marlboro Light. I mean, that's how it tastes. So, I did the roll your owns for about 10 years, and then I met my wife, and, I don't know, she's kind of uppity, and, it was beneath her to have me smoking roll your owns. So she, I'd say it, don't worry about it, I got my tobacco and tubes, I'll roll some. No, you're not doing that. No, that's what you do when you're poor, or you don't have no money. So she would never let me roll my own, she would make me smoke the packs. So So, I started going back to, a pack and a half to 2 packs a day. And then she would bitch about that. Because, oh, you're smoking way too much. Well, you won't let me smoke what I want. So, anyways. So, I started chewing the CBD gummies to help me sleep. Because, she would also bitch that I never slept. I'd stay up all night. And then, sleep a couple hours and then be up all day. And, she was always bitching that I never slept. So, I started eating CBD gummies, and then I went into the gas station one day. It was run by this Indian dude, and he had these little bottles of hemp bomb CBD vape juice. So I went home, I got on eBay, and I was looking around, and I found it was called a Smock 22 vape pen. So I grabbed it, and went back and got the juice, and, I liked it. Well, the problem was I was buying these Smock pens off eBay. They were fakes. So I was going through them left and right. I think I went through like 9 of them things before I finally gave up. And then me and my wife were moving, and we stopped at Food Lion, or in Glasgow, Kentucky. And there was a vape shop next door called Remedy Vapor. So I ran in there real quick, and I was looking around. And I come out, and she's like, "Did you see anything interesting?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, they had a couple in there I liked." I'm like, "But they're expensive." And she's like, "Well, how much?" And I was like, the 2 I wanted are $70. She's like, "Well, go get it. Go get one. Go get one." So I went back in, and I was debating. They had the Twister had just come out, the Freemax Twister. So I was looking at that, but I ended up settling on this. It's called Vupu Mojo. And if you've watched my videos, you've seen this in probably every video. This is my first mod. I love it. It's my go-to. I pretty much take this everywhere with me. It's getting old. I've had it almost a year. It's not holding the charge like it used to. So I'd probably give it another 6-7 months, and it probably won't be working anymore. But I'm going to keep this. This is what started everything. This is what made me fall in love with vaping. Helped me quit smoking. So, it's got some sentimental value. And it's the same with my wife. After I got into vaping, she, I was doing the profile, Unity, all that shit. I wanted to try an actual profile, but I didn't want to drip. So, Brian Hopkins, he's a member of one of my groups. He was talking to me about squonks, telling me about them, and I was like, well, shit, I want to give one of those a try. So I said something to my wife about it. She wasn't having it. She said no. She's like, I'm not buying one of those. She's like, you're gonna get it, not like it, waste of money. Well, we were on vacation up in the Smoky Mountains, and I got on one of my vape groups, and buy, sale, and trade group, and the guy had Snow Wolf 0 to 100 for trade, and I was like, what do you want for it? And he's like, just a regular regulated mod. Well, in the mail, I had just gotten Nova kit, 200 watt Nova kit. And it hadn't even been opened yet. It was actually still sitting at the post office waiting for me to get back. So I got back, and I asked him, like, you want this? I'm like, it's still brand new in the box. So he's like, yeah. So I went ahead and I ordered a profile that day. When he told me, yeah, he wanted it, ordered a profile. Next day he came over, we traded. I ended up with this. I got the Nova, used it for a day with the stock RDA, which sucked. Next day I got the profile, wicked it up, and here I am like 3 or 4 months later. I'm a squonk freak. Love them. I got 5 of them. Each one of them has a profile, and my wife didn't want to buy one. I kept on saying, I think I'm going to love it. And she's like, well, I don't want to take that risk. We should have. Vaping is awesome. So, that's my story. That's pretty much, a rambling of my life, my story of how I started vaping and quit smoking. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Yeah. So, I'm a dork. Anyway, so if you're watching this, join our group, Keeping It Cloudy. Vape Space 21 and over got shut down, so we got one called Keeping It Cloudy. We're just a regular group. We don't talk about sales or websites or anything like that. It's just vaping fun. So, vape on, and let's keep on keeping it cloudy. So, I don't know. I think I'm just going to ramble on until the video stops, which will probably be any minute now. So, that's my Vaporesso. My black top side with the red splatter. Black and red profile. My black and black top side with the gold splatter, gold profile. My pulse dual with profile. My Snow Wolf 0 to 100 profile. My V8 stick with the V8 TFV8 tank, Geek Vape coil, because like I said earlier, smart coils suck ass. I bought a apple flavored vape juice from Phoenix Vapor when they were going out of sale or going out of business, and I paid $1.50 for it. Big old 100 milliliter bottle. It's called Apple in a Bottle. It tastes just like green apple Jolly Ranchers. Fucking great, man. I love it. And finally, the one that started it all, the fucking Boo Boo Mojo with the U-Force tank, 3 max coil, always. Single coil. I don't do the dual or the triple. To me, they restrict the airflow. I don't like the restricted airflow. To me, it reminds me of smoking a cigarette too much. So I try to stick with the singles. I like that. Lots of air. So. Oh, and this around my neck is the Drag Nano. So, I can't believe this is still running. It usually cuts out after like 20 minutes. I'm on 22:44. So, not like anybody cares. Nobody watches these anymore. Like, my first 2 videos have fucking going up to 100 views. Hell, I have trouble just getting somebody to watch one fucking time. So whoever is the one that watches these, thank you. Got some ODB going on in the background. I do love these fucking top sides. Like I said, they're bulky and big, so I usually only carry one of them with me. And if I don't have one of the top sides with me, I got the Pulse Dual. But I usually only carry one squonk because the squonks are big. So, but if I always take like I said, I take a squonk with me, and I usually have the Mojo. But now that I've got the Vaporesso Taro Baby, I probably carry that with me sometimes too, because something small. Like if I'm running into the store, I like to carry one with me so I can puff on the way to the store, and then on the way back to the car, have something to puff on. And fucking having a big old squonk sometimes is just a little too much. So I'll carry something little with me. And if my hands are full, drop it in my pocket. I know they say don't put them in your pocket, but as long as I don't keep nothing in my pocket with it, like change or keys, usually you should be okay. But don't listen to me. You know, don't go home and, or, you know, grab your fucking mod, throw it in your pocket and go around, you know, blow your fucking leg off and be like, oh, the Vaping Viking said he throws his in his pocket. You're not me, son. So, I'm getting ready to get another